Yanam namaskrityam naram chaiva narottamam devim saraswatim vyasam tato jayam mudirayet nashtaprayeshu abhadreshu nityam bhagavata sevaya bhagavati uttama shloke bhaktir bhavati naishtiki gurve gaurachandraya radhikaya tadalaye krishnaya krishna bhaktaya tadbhaktaya namaha vanchakalpatarubhyascha kripa sindhubhya eva cha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha. Hare Krishna. So we are reading Granth Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam, Canto 8, Chapter number 19. Vamanadeva begs charity from Bali Maharaj. So Lord Vamanadeva has reached the court of Bali. He was performing yajna. He gave a lot of good respects, and lastly we were discussing in the first few verses of chapter 19, which we started, that Bali Maharaj, now Vamanadeva is praising Bali Maharaj, talking about his kula, talking about his morality, his dharma, that he's in a family where no one is miserly. In short, everyone is very, very great, noble soul, very charitable, like Maharaj Prahlad Maharaj, Virochan, etc. So all great souls have appeared in this wonderful family, although the family of demons, but very, very charitable. Even Hiranyakashipu was very, very tapasvi. So, and we discussed that we should appreciate others, we should encourage others, we should genuinely make them feel happy. We should, His Grace Vishishika Prabhu says, encourage the heck out of everyone. Imagine everyone is carrying a board around their neck. Make me feel special today. Because the whole world is very selfish. So as Vaishnavas, if we do that, then people will naturally want to hear. That's a formula Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur also told his disciples, to go and tell that you're very special. You have so many things nice. And then their hearts will open and then they'll be receptive. So now we will move on to the next verse, which is text number 5, and see what happens further. Yato jato hiranyakshas charana eka imam mahim prati viram digvijaya navindata gadayudha. Translation by His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada Shlopan Ki Jai. It was in your dynasty that Hiranyaksha was born. Carrying only his club, he wandered the globe alone, without assistance to conquer all directions, and no hero he met could rival him. Hare Krishna. So again, the praise continues. Actually, it continues for quite some time. So now he's talking about his great grand uncle. Like his grandfather was Prahlad, great grandfather Hiranyakashipu, and great grandfather uncle would be Hiranyaksha. And we know the story of Vamanadeva. So no hero, no material hero could rival him. But we know how Vamanadeva was the hero who killed this Hiranyaksha. So these demons were, in short, very powerful. No one but the Supreme Lord could defeat them. And he was pretty much conquering all directions. So let's see what happens next. Text number 6. Would someone like to read? Yes, Umesh Prabhuji, you want to read this one?
Yes, Prabhu, Dandavat Pranam. to everyone. Text number 6. Yam vinirjityam Kṛṣṇa Vishnu Kṣma Uttvare Bhagatam Atmanam Jainam Mene Tatviryam Bhuri Anusmaran. Translation by Divine Grace, Sri Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada ki Jai. When delivering the earth from the Garbhodaksha sea, Lord Vishnu in his incarnation as a boar killed Hiranyaksha, who had appeared before him. The fight was severe, and the Lord killed Hiranyaksha with great difficulty. Later, as the Lord thought about the uncommon prowess of Hiranyaksha, he felt himself victorious indeed. So here, as you said, Prabhu, the Bali Vamanadeva is continuously praising the Bali Maharaj and just trying to praise him that how difficult for him to kill the Hiranyaksha. But in the reality, we know that he's a supreme personality Godhead, can't do anything. He could have just killed him just quickly, but just to make him feel good, looks like that. He's telling that it was very difficult, and that's what the message has been given. Thank you, Prabhu. Back to you.
Hare Krishna. Thank you, Prabhuji. In short, your family has not only wealth or not only charitable but great strength also, that even it was very difficult for the Lord to defeat your great grand uncle. What to speak of any other person, right? And what did the Lord think later after fight? Oh, look at the power of Hiranyaksha. He is actually victorious, right? Because he's so powerful. It was so hard for me to defeat him. Oh my God, he's real hero. So it's interesting. I mean, the whole focus is not that Hiranyaksha was killed. The focus here is that Hiranyaksha was very powerful, that the Lord had a tough time. So it's so interesting, the words which the Supreme Lord Vamanadeva is using to even share a pretty kind of like a negative situation. I mean, if this thing could have been said, oh, Hiranyaksha was killed, your grand uncle was killed by Vamanadeva. What strength he had? Nothing. Correct? Which is also a fact. But here we can learn from the Supreme Lord how to use our words nicely. The same fact he is saying in a very, very encouraging way. So let's see. Next, 7th verse. Yes. Sharnya Mataji, you want to read?
Yes, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna. Nishayam sa tadvidam bharatha Hiranyakashipu pura hantum prathir hanam krudo jagama nilayam hare. Current translation by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada, Jai Shri Prabhupada. When Hiranyakashipu heard the news of his brother being killed, with great anger, he went to the residence of Vishnu, the killer of his brother, waiting to kill Lord Vishnu. Thank you, Prabhuji. Back to you.
Hare Krishna. Thank you, Mataji. So now he's coming to great grandfather. After Hiranyaksha, he's coming to Hiranyakashipu. So everyone wants to hear about their heritage. Oh, I belong from that where my great grandfather fought with the Supreme Lord. Won't that give some kind of pride to a person? Oh, my dada used to fight with the Supreme Lord. So powerful. Right? Won't you, if I tell you this, won't you feel kind of happy? Wow, I'm from that family. Or my then he'll come to others also. But now he's talking about the great fighters. He's talking about the great charitable people. Won't it give? Therefore, we discuss this point. It's a very good way to encourage others genuinely. Even Kṛṣṇa does so by telling Arjuna, "Oh Kaunteya, oh Bharata, you're from the great legacy of Mata Kunti. Oh Partha." So many times the Supreme Lord uses those connections to help. So the words have very great impact. When used properly, can make great things, and when used improperly, can cause havoc as well. Yes, Sudhir Prabhu, you want to read next verse?
Sure, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna devotees, Dandat Pranam, all praise to Srila Prabhupada. Text number 8. Tam ayatam samalokya sulapanim kratanvat chintayam asakalagno Vishnur Mayavinam Vara. Translation by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Seeing Hiranyakashipu coming forward, bearing a trident in his hand, like personified death, Lord Vishnu, best of all mystics, and the knower of the progress of time, though thought as follows. Thank you.
Hare Krishna. So quite straightforward. There's no purport. So the situation is described in the next few verses about Hiranyakashipu and his fight. So let's see what Lord Vishnu thought. Text 9. Yes, Sampada Mataji, want to read?
Yes, Prabhuji, Hare Krishna. Yato ham tatrasau mrityu pranabhritam iva ado aham asya hridayam pravikshyami paragrishaha. Translation: Wheresoever I go, Hiranyakashipu will follow me, as death follows all living entities. Therefore, it is better for me to enter the core of his heart. For then, because of his power to see only externally, he will not see me. Hare Krishna, Babuji. Back to you.
Hare Krishna. This is really amazing. The Lord is thinking, Yato, he is Narsingdev. We sing that Yato Yami Tato Narsingh Bahir Narsingha Hridaye Narsingha. But here the Supreme Lord is thinking, Arey, wherever I go, Yato, this Hiranyakashipu is following me like that. This is amazing. Because it's the height of encouragement or height of praise by the Supreme Lord. And so here the Supreme Lord Vishnu is telling about his other form Vishnu, that when Hiranyakashipu came with the club, what he was thinking. In short, again encouraging, not only Hiranyaksha was powerful, look at Hiranyakashipu, he was so powerful that even the Vishnu was fearing, remembering death. As death follows living entity, this Hiranyakashipu is following me. Therefore, it's better for me to enter the core of his heart. So, it is very interesting. Let's see the next verse.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. One small clarification. So here when it says, therefore it is better for me to enter the core of his heart, so that is Hiranyakashipu's heart, right, Prabhuji? And then because of this power to see only externally, he will not see me. So because Lord Vishnu will enter Hiranyakashipu's heart, and that's why he is telling, like, because of his power to see only externally, and he'll not see me. Is that my understanding correct, Prabhuji?
Yes, his referred to Hiranyakashipu, yes. Is again.
Right. But here it also says that because of his power to see only externally, he will not see me. So because the Lord enters his heart, so he'll not be able to see. Is that the way, Prabhuji?
Yeah, demonic people don't try to see within.
Right. Okay.
They're just busy seeing outside.
Right.
But they don't turn to the Supreme Lord right in their heart. This is my understanding. They don't turn the Paramatma, the two birds in Bhagavad Gita class also we were discussing. Supreme Lord is right in the heart, but demoniac people don't turn to him. Demoniac people are busy in the outside, and the outside phantasmagoria, as Prabhupada says, in the outside world. Oh, nice car, nice home, nice mall, nice this, nice vacation, nice going to the whatever outside things like Hiranyakashipu, Hiranyaksha, Hiranyakashipu. So who knows the meaning of Hiranyakashipu? Anyone knows? Sudhir Prabhu knows. Yes, please tell.
So Hiranya means gold, Prabhuji, and Kashipu means like bed actually, but it means that he always is hankering for wealth, gold, like that. That's what I understand.
Wealth and opposite sex, yes.
Yes,
So
yes.
gold and opposite sex. So outside, these are outside. But great souls, divine people, look within. The real happiness, the journey within, the happiness within. So let's see what happens next with this chase. Text 10. Someone wants to read?
I can read, Prabhu.
Yes, please.
Text 10. Evam sa nischit repose sariram advaito nirvesheshi surendra savasani nilani taritha sukha dehas tat prana randhera vivagno chet aha. Translation in Purport Basi Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada Prabhupada Ki Jai. Lord Vamanadeva continued, O King of Demons, after Lord Vishnu made this decision, he entered the body of his enemy Hiranyakashipu, who was running after him with great force. In a subtle body inconceivable to Hiranyakashipu, Lord Vishnu, who was in great anxiety, entered Hiranyakship's nostril along with his breath. Purport. The Supreme Personality of Godhead is already in the core of everyone's heart. Ishvara Sarva Bhutanam Hrid Desha Arjuna Tishtanti. Bhagavad Gita 1861. Logically, therefore, it's not at all difficult for Lord Vishnu to enter Hiranyakashipu's body. The word Vivigna Chetaha, very anxious, is significant. It is not that Lord Vishnu was afraid of Hiranyakashipu. Rather, because of the compassion, Lord Vishnu was in anxiety about how to act for his welfare. Thank you, Prabhuji.
The Lord is having anxiety, spiritual anxiety. And we have discussed that one of the names of Lord is that one who takes anxiety for others. Advaitacharya was having anxiety for the Kali Yuga beings. Therefore, he called Lord Chaitanya, you please come. So the Lord Vishnu was in anxiety about how to act for the welfare of others. Isn't that amazing? That the Jiva is not worried. but the Lord is worried. Similarly, in a child, a small 1-year-old, the 1-year-old is not worried about food or safety, but the parents are worried, right? Kanpu? About the safety, about the food of the child, that the child does not fall down or puts hand in some with the knife or something. So similarly, the Lord is so merciful. Sri Gauranga Mahaprabhu is so merciful. Kali Yuga beings, they're busy in Jad Ananda, trying to enjoy material life, sense gratification. But the Lord says, I can't see the suffering of these people. Let me go and give the message of Krishna consciousness. Prabhupada, what was the need for him to come to US? So, because he couldn't see the suffering of others. In anxiety, spiritual anxiety about how to act for the welfare of others. And that's the spirit of compassion. It's a very, very nice point. This is a quality of Lord and his pure devotees, that they take anxiety for the welfare of others. Otherwise, what's the need? What's the need? Why did Lord Shiva drink the poison? For the welfare of others. And that is topmost worship, actually. Tapyante lokatapena sadhava prayasho janah param aradhanam tadhi purushasya akhilatmanah. Tapyante lokatapena, that means tapyante, jo tap karte hain, those who do tapasya or voluntarily austerity, like Sudhir Prabhu had so many programs yesterday, morning, afternoon, evening, but he still went out to distribute books. Why? Did he get some gold there? Did he get some award there? Did he get some rubies and pearls? No. Lokatapina, because they can't see others in suffering. And they're doing it continuously. Prayasho janaha. Sadhava prayasho janaha. Param aradhana. That is the topmost aradhana. What is the topmost aradhana? Of whom? Purushasya akhilatmanaha. That super soul, that supreme personality of Godhead, who is in everyone's heart. So Lord Shiva is saying this verse in that, when he drinks this poison. Those who take voluntarily austerity or anxiety for the welfare of others, they're very dear to the Lord, very, very dear to the Lord. So we must also try, at least we understand that someone took anxiety for us, for our spiritual welfare, by helping us grow. And we all know that whatever we are is a blessing and care of others. So we should also keep sharing that. And that's how this movement will keep growing, and more people will take to the process of Krishna consciousness. Anyone has any comments? It's almost 8:46, so we will continue reading this tomorrow. But anyone has any comments or additions or questions before we pause for today here? Okay, so we will pause here and continue tomorrow with the next verse. Grantraj Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam Purāni ki jai. Shri Chaitanya Charitamrit ki jai. Shri Jagannath Mishra Festival ki jai. Prabhupada ki jai. Samaveta Gaur Bhaktavrinda ki jai. Vancha kalpatarubhyascha kripa sindhubhya eva cha patitanam pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo namo namah. Hare Krishna. Thank you so much.
Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Thank you,
Hare
Prabhuji.
Krishna. Thank you, Prabhu.